everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Missing. I'm your host, Scott Davis, and I want to get right into this episode because it's going to be a little bit different format. It's going to be a little bit more shortened version. I want to dedicate this episode to trying to help find Haleigh Cummings. The little girl missing out of Satsuma, Florida. I'm sure that everyone has heard about her case. It's been covered nationally. It's been covered locally, regionally throughout the state of Florida, southern Georgia, to get the information out there on Haleigh's case. But as we've said in the beginning here on The Missing, just one more chance, one more opportunity. And that's what we're going to do, is to bring Haleigh's case to you, our viewers here on the internet, to see if we can pull together, to see if we can help bring Haleigh home. I've got a great following on MySpace. I've got a following on Facebook. We've got a lot of interaction here on the internet that kind of coincides and runs parallel with the broad scope of media that we possibly can work together as a community here on The Missing to realize something, to remember something, to be able to dedicate our thoughts and prayers toward helping find Haleigh, and kind of dedicate this episode and dedicate all of our ability here on the show as it is to be able to bring Haleigh home. Now, the information I'm going to cover is going to be broad-based, it's going to be general, and it's ever-changing. Matter of fact, the cases change with different circumstances by the minute on questioning individuals that were last seen with Haleigh, talking to her father, talking to the father's girlfriend, bringing the girl's mother in and speaking with her and her grandmother, bringing up questions. Is an ever-changing case. Until Haleigh comes home, everything that's going to take place, from the search and rescue, the ground search, bringing in water canines, working with the Sheriff's Department, 150 different law enforcement agencies working together to pull together to bring Haleigh home. This thing's going to be ever changing, and it's going to change after we air this episode. I'm taping this this evening to be able to bring it to you and be able to broadcast this to you here on the internet as quickly as possible, so we can work together, as I mentioned, to work to bring Haleigh home. So if you'll listen to the information, really take a look at her photograph, follow the links, go to our website at www.themissingtv.com. I'm going to try to link as many news articles as I can from the local area down in Florida to national media coverage. Try to link all these news articles in so you could go back, take the time, review this information, review these sites, and review the information here on The Missing that you can't have the opportunity to do on a news broadcast or a special episode or a special broadcast on CNN or anything like that. So you could be able to sit back, take the time, listen to the case, look at her photograph, and really put an effort in to be able to help. Now, just because she's missing locally there in Florida does not mean that she could not be in southern Georgia. She could be in Mississippi, Alabama, anything that's broad-based through there. She'll be in South Florida. So the internet is a broad-based, be able to reach out there and touch these different areas. If you have friends that are in these areas that don't subscribe to our channel or hasn't seen themissingtv.com, please share the information with them. Shoot them our link, let them come look at this information, and let's really pull together on working on bringing Haleigh home. Now, her case, as I said in the first episode, her case is no different or more important than any other children that we're going to cover. But since this is a new case, things are ever changing. We're putting effort into finding her as a community, as a whole, through law enforcement and the media and so forth. I really felt obligated to come out, bring Haleigh's information to you here on the internet and our show so we can work together in bringing her home. I'm basically pleading to you here on the internet and on our show that if you know any information, don't hesitate to call. If you think it's minute, if you think it's, oh man, that's not going to make a difference, make the call. Let the law enforcement make that decision. Let them work together with the information that you may provide to bring this little girl home. Let's put this thing to rest. Let's bring Haleigh home. Let's get her home safely, and we can cipher out everything else later on. Let the law enforcement and let the judicial system work their situation and work their magic in the episode of her life after she's home safely. I apologize if I'm rambling on. I'm trying to get across how important it is for us to pull together and put anything together to bring home this little girl. So let's get involved. Let's look at the photographs. Let's listen to the information, and let's see what we could do to help bring home Haleigh Cummings to her family here on The Missing. Haleigh Cummings, date of birth August 17th, 2003, missing date February 10th, 2009. She's 5 years old, female, weighing 39 pounds, with blonde hair, brown eyes, and is Caucasian. She's missing from Satsuma, Florida, which is about 70 miles north of Orlando, Florida. Haleigh was last seen on February 10th of 2009 in her father's mobile home in a mobile home park when she was discovered at 3 a.m. by her father returning home from work that she was missing. Haleigh was last seen wearing a pink shirt and underwear, and her ears are pierced. Please, let's work together and bring in Haleigh home. Now I'm back with you. I want to say thank you so much for listening to the intro of the show, taking the opportunity to review the information I just provided for you and looking at Haleigh's photograph. The information I'm providing to you is general information that you probably already have read or heard, but as I mentioned, this case is changing by the minute. Search and rescue efforts, changing circumstances, looking at the sexual predators in their area. We got to keep in mind that these law enforcement agencies are trained to handle cases like this, but you're not trained to deal with the ever-changing opportunities. So they're changing with this investigation. They're looking at different opportunities. They're putting things together. You got to keep in mind that all the law enforcement agents that are down there, from the FBI to the sheriff himself, Putnam County, to all the deputies, to the investigators, to the volunteer law enforcement that's coming in from other counties, these guys and gals, they're working shifts around the clock. They're probably getting 15, 20 minutes of nap time just to recharge their batteries, and they're running to get Haleigh home. I mean, it's a situation where not only do we have to pray for Haleigh and her family, but we got to pray for these law enforcement agents to say, hey, listen, you know, we support you, put the best effort forward, and work with the changes, you know, roll with the punches and put the opportunity together. We got to let them do their job, let them follow through with what they're doing, and we need to do our job here on The Missing as an internet community to look at her information, look at the case, follow the changes, and really do our due diligence and really focus on what we could do or what the opportunities are that we can make to bring Haleigh home. Visit our site at www.themissingtv.com. I'm going to have a special page for Haleigh. I'm going to have her photograph up there. I'm going to update information the best I can when I receive it, just as quickly as you'll receive it at home. And I'm going to have links to news reports, local news reports, paper media, national media, anything that's ever changing. I'm going to throw these links up there so you could visit these national media websites and check out americasmostwanted.com at amw.com. Check out the National Center of Missing's website at themissingkids.com. And let's just work together as a community to really look over this information so we don't, you know, overlook anything, because just one piece of information that we can describe or we can think of or we could provide could really change this case and change Haleigh's life for the best. So I really appreciate you being with us on this special episode of The Missing. I apologize if I've rambled on, but I'm really excited about getting involved in Haleigh's case and doing what we can do in front of the camera and here on the internet. So visit our website at www.themissingtv.com. Check out the links and let's see what we can do. If you have any questions or if you have any comments, shoot them to me. There's an email link on the website, and let's work together as a community. As always, keep your kids safe, keep them educated, continue to watch The Missing, and I really appreciate you being with us on this special episode, and God bless.